Oui, bonjour, ici Fabyola avec vous. Bienvenue à Radio TranscendanSe. Aujourd'hui, je voulais parler d'Haïti. Hmm. Ouais, ça m'a pris du temps de faire la paix avec, 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 avec le fait que mes origines viennent de là, although je sais que ça vient de l'Afrique, là, mais bon. Après ça, on a été en Haïti, mais mes parents sont nés en Haïti, tu comprends? Aujourd'hui, je suis en paix avec ça. J'ai fini par l'accepter. Parce que comme j'ai dit dans une autre vidéo, moi, j'aime pas m'associer à des choses qui sont comme juste... qui font en sorte que j'ai pas le goût d'être fière, genre. Puis de plus en plus que je commence à être positive, puis à être comme plus genre... Ok, tu sais, je fais ma part des choses au lieu de me plaindre. Puis de constater les dégâts qui sont out there. Fait que je fais, ok, tu sais, je vais faire ma part. Mais c'est sûr que c'était vraiment difficile de me réassocier avec ça, mais je pouvais pas le fuir en même temps parce que it's just who I am at the end of the day. It's not who I am. I'm more than that. We are more than that dans notre identité. Mais ça fait partie de notre identité, puis c'est là pour une raison. Surtout en ce moment, ben c'est là pour une raison. Donc, ça m'a pris beaucoup de temps avant de faire la paix avec ça, parce que l'histoire, en tout cas, c'était vraiment juste... Tu sais, tu veux être fier pour une raison, genre... Moi, I didn't like the fact that I was faking it all the time. I was faking being proud of something that I'm not proud of. And I was associating myself with a flag that I was not even born into this thing. And it's just people who came from that place were a little bit weird with me. So it was hard to just faking it at some point, you know? Mais si je regarde les choses de façon positive, je regarde les Haïtiens en dehors d'Haïti, c'est sûr qu'ils font des belles choses puis qu'il y a de quoi être fier, ça c'est sûr et certain. C'est juste que comme, faut juste jamais oublier d'où tu viens ou d'où tes parents aussi. Faut jamais oublier d'où tu viens parce qu'en même temps, c'est comme, je pense que ça fait partie un peu, il y a comme un devoir en quelque part de pas juste montrer que t'as réussi dans le pays d'étranger, là. Tu comprends? Parce que le pays étranger, tu sais pas qu'est-ce qu'il fait à ton petit pays d'origine non plus, là. Fait puis de se promener avec genre, ah, tu sais, je suis haïtienne, je suis ici, je suis d'origine haïtienne, je suis haïtienne, je suis d'origine haïtienne. Alors que le pays est complètement... En tout cas, j'ai vu des vidéos positives sur qu'est-ce qui se fait, mais j'ai vu beaucoup de vidéos négatives sur qu'est-ce qui se passe aussi, tu sais. Puis qu'est-ce qui se passe, ça fait des années. Puis est-ce que c'est à cause des médias? Je ne sais pas. Parce que moi, j'ai été en Haïti. Puis j'ai vu des choses extrêmement désolantes. Fait que c'est sûr que je suis comme... Tu sais, c'est bien de shiner dans un autre pays, mais c'est où est-ce que... Est-ce est est que tu as une part de responsabilité sur comment ce pays dont tu mets le flag on your social media or on your head sur un bandana ou peu importe, like, do you do something for it? Like, how do you pray for the country? Do you plan on investing? Do you plan on doing something about it? So that's where I am. I'm like, I'm done with the bullshit. And I'm just want to get into it. I'm done with the bullshit. They're doing extremely well in other countries. Don't worry about it. They will do well. But in Haiti, though, what does it reflect? It reflects something. It shows something, you know? So that's, moi, c'est où est-ce que j'en suis avec ça, genre, tu sais, c'est comme, like, I want to be proud, but I'm not proud. I mean, I love my skin color. I love the fact that I'm brown, and I love my, I mean, the way that I look. I'm kidding, but I'm not, but whatever. Yeah, it's like, it's like, what's to be proud of? Just because you're the first country who asked for independence in 1804, like, what's to be proud of? It looks like I don't know what right now. It's a bit of a mess. It's a little bit. It's not a little bit. It's a lot of a mess. So I'm like, where, like, I don't know, something weird happened and it has to be fixed if there's a change to save something to begin with. And c'est ça que je sais, c'est où est-ce que j'en suis au niveau avec Haïti. Ça m'a pris du temps, je les fuis le plus loin que possible parce que j'étais comme, mais ces gens-là, ils savent pas agir. Comment que tu fais ça? Genre, j'étais comme, I was disgusted by the behavior. Jesus, control yourself. Damn, for a piece of change, you look crazy, Jesus. Damn. No shame in their game. That's crazy. That's why I dissociated myself from them for years. For years. I didn't want to know anything about it. I was disgusted by their behavior. Disgusted. Because of my own experience. I'm not talking for everybody. But at the same time, it's for sure that I made this reflection where I was like, wait a minute, if people like this act this way for a piece of change in another country, it means it's in you. And like, I'm not talking about one or two person right now. I'm talking about like, it's just a repetitive pattern. You know what I mean? That's a bit cray-cray to me. So I was like, wait a minute. If you can act this way multiple times, multiple faces over the years, okay, for a piece of change in America, it means that your country can do well. Because when you act a fool, yes, it does affect only you, but no, it affects the whole thing. It affects your family, it affects your country, it affects the gender, it affects your race. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, si, admettons, genre, il y a un certain comportement qui est pas bon. Exemple. La femme noire, c'est pas la personne la plus protégée, là. I'm just gonna put it straight like that. Mais c'est qui joue un rôle de protection? Ce serait l'homme noir. Donc, si les pays noirs sont souvent pauvres, c'est parce que dans cette race-là, il y a un comportement, un mindset, une façon de faire qui n'est pas bonne et qui affecte l'ensemble de la race. Je donne ça par exemple. Un homme décide de vendre sa famille ou je sais pas, de faire des choses bizarres sur sa famille pour leur causer du tort. Il se met en compétition avec eux. En tout cas, il les met vraiment dans la gueule du loup là, pour être sûr que they don't make it without him. OK? So, let's say qu'il fait des choses vraiment laides. Puis que cette personne-là, admettons un exemple, elle est haïtienne. Ça affecte tous les Haïtiens. Non seulement ça affecte tous les Haïtiens, ça affecte l'homme in gender. And then après ça, ça affecte l'homme noir in race. It affects the whole thing. You can't act a fool all the time and expect people to respect you and give you things that don't even belong to you to begin with. And it's like, let's say il y a beaucoup trop de self-hatred in a particular race. It affects the whole thing. It affects the whole motherfucking thing. Okay? To be fair, I'm gonna give an example in the white race, just to be fair, because I felt like I've been hard with the black people right now. But I'm just gonna give an example just to balance. I'm Libra. I balance everything. I have no choice because I don't want to be in a reality where this thing exists, where there's so much the division and separation and wars and misunderstood and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna give an example with white people. White people have a heavy fucking karma. I'm not going to lie. They have a bad karma. A lot of them are good, a lot of them are not good. Okay? So let's say you participating in a program or a system that benefits you because of what you look like or what you represent in the system. Let's say you feed into it, or where something happened, you don't respond, you kind of go with the flow, you go and laugh and being a bully and being a racist and just participating in this division and this war, and you're just part of this system and just feeding into it and just don't want to let it go, on top of everything that has been done into the past, okay, on Native and Black people. It makes you part of, it affects the whole race, bruh. You trying to be good, trying to act good, just because of those heavy karma and heavy past thing that has been done. Just because of that, it makes it hard for, let's say, a black person with trauma, unresolved ancestral trauma. It makes it hard for them to completely trust you. It makes it extremely hard. You know what I mean? Because it affects the whole thing. So whether you want to be good or not, someone can have a judgment towards you just because of what people who look like you did to me or us or black people. You know what I mean? It makes it hard to have an exchange, a pure exchange, although it does exist. It does. But sometimes those combinations are to serve the system still. You know what I mean? This system. And that has to be corrected. But anyway, I gave an example. It affects the whole thing. So you got to be careful sometimes of your behavior, and you got to take charge of healing yourself and facing yourself instead of trying to look outside to see there's a problem, discuss about the problem, like just being part of the problem. You don't even know you're part of the problem, judging people. Like, it's just a waste of time and energy. And you can like just face yourself instead and just make sure you're not part of the problem or not feeding into a system that makes it hard for your people to grow and liberate themselves. I can give another example. Let's say in a certain race, okay, they minimize or suppress the woman too much. Okay, it affects the whole thing. Like I said, it affects the whole thing of people looking like you, coming from the same area as you, country or whatever. So when the feminine energy is too suppressed, it affects the whole thing. It makes war countries. So at some point, you gotta face yourself, like to the deep, like face yourself to make sure you're not part of the problem, and how you can contribute to make your your country better by just being you better and set an example. Because I swear it's crazy. Like, let's say for Haiti, because we started with that, they're doing extremely well in other countries. I just find it weird that they don't do well in Haiti. Or maybe it's just the media. Maybe they do well and the media is just showing what is ugly. Okay? I don't know. Somebody maybe tell me. I don't know. So this is where I am with them. Um, I mean, I'm making peace with all of this, but some behavior has been extremely ugly to say the least. And it was hard for me to be proud, associate myself with anything that is ugly. Okay. And second, I don't feel that in the world we are going into, that it's necessary to be like so attached to something that is a small part of your identity of who you are. It's part of your identity, but it's not like the full who you are. It's not like who you really are as a soul. Okay? So this is why for me it's not really important flags or just countries and stuff like that. Like, it's not, I'm kind of like over it a little bit. But I do respect everybody, and I do know that there's good and evil in every race, every country. But it is what it is. It's not important for me anyway. So this is where I am with Haiti, and this is what I wanted to share with you guys about that. So thank you. Bye.